Hello, my friends, and welcome to my nest. I've learned that wherever I am in the world, I always have a nest, and it's been so confirmed today. So I was not going to film, but I'm sitting here in my hotel room surrounded by just such deliciousness and feeling such joy and reflection that I couldn't help myself. And I know I've done it quite a number of nights in a row. I don't know whether I'll be doing it tomorrow, but I just wanted to share a bit of my day with you because I know many of us use YouTube as a companion, as something to have in the background as we create, maybe if we're feeling lonely. So this is Kate in the nest, and oh gosh, that's too high, isn't it? I've made a nest here, and I suppose the whole reason for this is to share some gifts that I've received today, but also to show you that oh, it's not going to come out. I've made, oh, can you see it? I've made some progress. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it is Saturday here. And this is a story in itself. This is my journal jacket. It's Saturday night. I'm in Wisconsin, and I have treasures that have been shared with me today. And this is part of my project. I'm not going to show you this all yet, but this is part of an ongoing project from the workshop. And this is a bird gifted to me by Kiki. It's double-sided. She flips around. She's beaded. And I will not reveal all, but my heart is singing. And Kiki said, "Look at her eyes, Kate." They've got joy in them. And I go, yeah, she's got a golden beak. So there we go. Bead and bird and joy and love. I had to come home tonight because I was starting to get overwhelmed with the kindness shared with me, and I was starting to cry all the time, and no one likes a crybaby. So we're going to start because, and I said to some, I cannot, it's almost, I don't know how to describe this, but I'm not built for receiving. Does that make sense? I'm being gifted incredible treasures, gifted. I will buy them, but it takes a lot in me to receive, and I don't know. But maybe I'm hearing a verse that is about gifting and receiving. It's muddled, so I won't talk about it now. But this video has no stitching because I'm beyond stitching tonight because I've stitched all day. But I have treasures to share, and I want to honor the collection. I don't expect anything, but Philippa and Jenny from the UK have flown to Wisconsin, and they've wrapped it. I mean, for goodness sake, they've wrapped whatever's inside in this glorious textile. Glory, glory, glory. And as I'm now going to proudly say, women of like minds, there have been so many oohs and ahs today, and that's the joy of being together, is that we get each other. And Mitzi was sharing this morning a lace book, and I don't know who was there. It was early. It was maybe Peggy and me, and we just, as Mitzi turned to every page, we went, oh, like this, oh, and it was the sharing of that love, that what makes us you guys? What makes us love the things that we do? And we love what we love. And I love you, I'm going to say that, for being here. So I'm going to open this first because Philippa and Jenny were the first to book Stitches and Stories. And that's the theme of this. I call them workshops. You guys, a lot of people call them retreats. Now, I should have done this down around the other area because what is this? She's tied with a swan. And you know, that just blows my mind that all of you out there, by me just mentioning swans and Kiki, everyone loves swans, and we're no different to so many of you. But the fact that people are on the lookout for swans and share them with me and Kiki is mind-blowing. So there we go. I don't know what that's made of, but it's glorious. Okay, so I have not opened this. I said to Philippa and Jenny, I hope you realise you're famous now, girls, as pioneers, as trekkers from across the seas to be brave enough and bold enough and be the first to book in on Stitches and Stories. Here's the tablecloth. Is that not joy? Oh my goodness. I said to them, is it okay if, oh my gosh, if I just open it at home in private? Now, private for me means I'm with my people. And in no way, oh my God, I'm blown away. And in no way I want to say this is in any way oh my gosh. Let's just share joy and with each other. They did say they've been collecting for a while. This is so high that I'll go down. Can you see my journal jacket? There are things I just know. There are things that are going to go on this that I have today, and I've got more to share. Oh my gosh. Girls, thank you. Thank you. Like, if you're brand new and you need a community, if you need a family, if you need a home, YouTube, Slow Stitching is the place. I'm going to share, girls, because I said I had to go home tonight because my heart is overflowing, my cup is full, and I know we say things not to be opened in any order. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Be still, my beating heart. Jenny and Philippa, I hope you're still up because this is live. Oh, this is live joy, everyone. Look, this is the peacock. And I shared in India that I found out the peacock is the national bird. Look at this stitching. And the tail. Women of all time have been doing this, and I only learned this, well, you know, I learned by watching others. This is extraordinary. Extraordinary. Can you see? I can't make it any smaller to give you scale. But everything I feel, I feel, well, obviously I feel, you feel with our hands, but all today when I looked at women's work as their pieces are being created, I just had to touch them. Oh, stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And hey, you guys, that's enough to make me take up the blue. This is like Christmas. And I know they didn't. I'm doing this one because it's heavy. And I know there's no expectation from anyone who gives me gifts. Please do not ever think you have to give gifts. But I'm giving you Christmas, my friends. There's the crunkle. And I know many of us, I can't say lonely, but many of us, and that's why I say, I do this YouTube for all of us in different time, stages, and places in our lives. It's about connection and community. What is this, girls? Is there a right side? Oh, I was about to say, is there a right side and a wrong side? Oh, how can there be any other side but this? It's a compact. I love compacts. There you are. You can see my... Well, actually, you can see my... How about that? I use the mirror. Here you go. There you are. I'm wearing the journal jacket. You don't need to see my face. And there's a strawberry. There's the flowers. And there's the rose up there. Oh. No words. No words. Isn't the world a beautiful place? Linda said to me she was going to sleep last night, and then she turned on the video and started watching YouTube. And she couldn't go to sleep then because she was so stimulated. And she realized that she had a belt, like a beaded belt, vintage bag like I showed. Oh. To be honest, everyone, I don't feel worthy of any of this. I don't. Oh my gosh. I'm not. I've obviously been with people and all day, but Philippa and Jenny did say they were collecting for a while. Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen anything like that? What will I do with these? And I only share because you say you like seeing. Oh, let's just take a moment. I'm not going to say anything. Oh, look at the crochet. How can women be so giving? Well, actually, why should I not say, of course women are so giving, but I am... Okay, I'm not going to say I'm not worthy to receive. I am going to accept the love that is shown. And can we honor the hands that made this? Where is that woman? Maybe it was a guy, but where is the person? I think this jacket of mine has to have so many of these pieces. I have never seen a swan embroidery like that. And for that to be gifted, I would buy and pay. Linda did say that by me sharing these things, she went into her stash and had forgotten what she had. So I'm hoping by sharing that this prompts you in your collection, or to honor your mother or who has gone. I mean, this is silly, isn't it? I've still got more to go. Please tell me which one. And that they've been individually wrapped. I'm just going for it. Okay. It's like Christmas. It is more than Christmas. It is joy. I'm sharing it with the world. World, are you ready? Philippa and Jenny. Can I say, swans, I don't find swans. But people say swans come to them and then they feel they have to pass them on. She is beautiful. Maybe it's Australia. We just don't, I don't know, or maybe I haven't been out there long enough. I'm just going to stop the gift sharing for a moment and take you to this book. I don't know whether I shared this with you. This is the journal that I bought on the first day when I arrived in Wisconsin. And I'm putting all special things, gifts. Oh, you know I shouldn't show those addresses. But in this book, which is becoming my altered book, which is my journal, where are the wild swans? Here, this is a story. Of the wild swans. I've been reading this. Fly out into the world and look after yourself, said the wicked queen. You shall fly about like birds without voices. But she could not make things as bad for them as she would have. They turned into 11 beautiful swans. They flew out of the palace window, right across the parks and into the woods. And I have loved fairy tales, always. And the wild swans, is a long story in here, and I can't alter. And then it leads into the Nightingale. So for me, I've been reading about swans. Look at this book. Vintage. $8. It's nothing. Did I show you this? To John, Christmas 1956. So when these swans come to me, everyone there at our togetherness, I'm going to call it a togetherness, I said, there's a swan. How can there be more? This one's different. It's in different paper. What's going on? Oh. William Morris. Oh my God, look at it. Oh, sorry. If it was. Oh, hand creams. I love William Morris, and I know so many of us do. But look at this. Look at this. Oh, I want to give one. Hey, Philippa and Jenny, you get one of these each, and I will keep one. That's what we're going to do tomorrow, because it's not fair. I want this to be shared. Oh, look at the print. Adore. I went to the V&A. When? What? I don't know. Well, before you knew me. Okay, so that's incredible. Okay, this is a box, I can tell. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go to this. So I'm opening my Christmas stocking, and I've got more things. And do you know why I'm sharing this? Not because I deserve any of these, because I want to share kindness. I want to show what women do when nothing is asked for. And we need to do this more often. Like, I need to be a giver way more than I am. Because I can't do this. I can't put things together like this. So this is in Suffolk Market. So this is from a place. This is, the softest cotton. And of course it's got swans over it. And look at this. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be really bold. I must go home to my nest, and I have to make it less of chaos and more beauty like Kiki's house to show you, to honor the things that I've been given. Oh, and don't you love that liberty? Liberty means freedom. So we are free. I did not know this world existed. That is just amazing. Look, that's caught around her neck, and it's almost like that beautiful, beautiful braid. Needs to sail with her. Okay. The girls might be asleep by now. Well, they won't be asleep by now, but I hope they get to see this. This is a tin. Look at this tablecloth. Oh no, stop me now. Oh. Like, I don't know, can we be a swan movement? We know, like, they're so beautiful. And other people will use swans, I know, and I don't want to cramp their style, but this is just almost accidentally happening to me because look at them. Sorry, I can't stop. It's a tin, and it's, oh no, no, no. It's a tin, and it's hinged. And look what's inside of it. Oh, girls. You know, I'm gonna say going through like this layer upon layer. I just wanna have, I mean, words fail me. So you know, everyone, don't you, that I share again, that when I receive, I don't hoard, I make and I share. And what a beautiful collection in the Swan. I'm going to keep, because I've got to keep the Swan tin. Where do people find these things? I mean, beyond. Okay, this is the nest. This is layering. Oh, what's the word? Layer upon layer. Isn't she beautiful? She makes my heart sing. Everything makes my heart sing. So I'm just sharing, putting all of these here. I hope that this gave joy to Philippa and Jenny as they collected. Here's my Hans Christian Andersen book. Lay it out here. And I do have more to show you. I haven't shown you everything. Oh, let's not forget this one over here. But I don't want to leave anyone out, and that's what I'm most worried about. But I think in this land of fairy tales, this is from the beautiful Joy. How amazing that Joy's name is Joy, because she is joy beyond. Look at the vintage. Look at this. Look at the lace. I can't show you my jacket yet. Look at this. This is a needle threader, vintage. I need one of those in my life. Wonderized handy wool. So way back, people have been using wool. I love the carding. So I suppose, this is terrible of me to say, but like vintage used to put these on card. Why did we move away from them? Why did we go onto plastic? Look at this as a collection. Wow. It's ribbon. It's cross grain, everyone. Oh, beautiful. And if I take that staple out, it will come free. Ah. Beautiful texture. We're bound with lace and with doily and with vintage brooch. I've got to start putting all my I adore brooches. I need to start. I know I put them on my pouches, but I want to start wearing them all. And are we ready? Joy had told me about this. Let's just look at this bundle of goodness. Glorious. How do you start to design that? It's like a basket, the cross weave. Does my head in because it's so tiny and beautiful. And look at this fabric. Joy has shared this, and it's hard to come by, and I adore it. Look how many pairs of swans we have, and single swans with crowns. Have I got it on? No, I've taken my necklace off. Yeah, we'll talk more about that. Look at that. So we have a queen swan. I've just done a little Insta post about Kiki. 1 minute in the presence of Kiki. You're in awe. And these two in love with each other. So I don't know who creates this fabric, but let's start a swan movement. Let's demand more swans. I know my friends Missy and Kristen are cross-stitching swans in all shapes and sizes. Just absolutely joyous. So I've got everything. I've got more than everything I need. Okay, where will I go next? I hope you're just having me on in the background, keeping you company, because that's what it's all about. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Swan City here. Okay. I'm going to go now to I'm going to go to Angela, who made me, I've never, well, I have, but the generosity. Angela made me this giant swan pincushion. I've shared that with you before. I think I might have shared with you her piecing, and she tells me that she has 2 open studios a week. One on I don't want to get it wrong, but I will link her below. One on Thursdays for quilters who bring along their machines, and I'm thinking it's Monday, but I might be wrong, the other day for anyone slow stitching. And she said, I'm an artist and I get introverted and I so relate to that. And she said, but I'm opening it up for community. So this is going on this jacket. I think you know that. It's just a matter of where it's going. And Angela had 2 gifts for me this afternoon. I'm going to just do this one now because it's so in keeping. I need to do some research on this gift. She gave me a nest. And this is Czechoslovakian glitter, I think she said. This is art, this is real, this is incredible. It's already picked up my stitching. It's a nest like a nest I haven't seen, and I haven't got a nest like this. She said, really? I said, no. And this correlates to me looking at a beautiful artwork by Christine Mason Miller today in Kiki's studio. And there's a nest like this in the heart of Christine's work, right in the heart of the woman. And I said to Christine, and I said to Angela, it's so relatable. I don't know what it is, but look at that beautiful egg. It's like signifying all the future that is to come for that young chick. We have the bowerbirds. Like I was talking to Michelle today about, she had some time in Australia about kookaburras, and I should show you on my other piece. Just sublime. Oh, here we go. Kiki said you need to look up this. Wendy Addison. You might know more than I do. I just receive it and just go, well, I receive it with the greatest joy and just go, look at me. Like I'm just holding it. And I should be like, Angela has given me a lift to Kiki's every morning of the retreat, and yet I get this. It's beyond. But let's celebrate it. Our hearts. And when you listen to your heart, there's one other piece. I'll have to save that for another video because it's not, I've got it in my special pocket in my vest. Okay. I've got one other. This is a story in itself. We have the gorgeous Brittany at our workshop, and Brittany probably was the last person to sign up for Stitches and Stories, only because she hadn't been following me. She was on listening to others, and apparently she was just watching me make a cupcake pin cushion, as I do and as I adore. And I love it. I wish you could see it, and I wish I could do a demonstration. She just was listening, working on this piece, and then heard that I was coming to Wisconsin. Long story short, she is here with us in Wisconsin, and tonight we met her beautiful mother, who's come and kept her company and stitching with her each night. But Brittany says she was working on this cupcake cushion when she heard that I was coming to Wisconsin, and so she stopped making it and booked in. I mean, I make cupcake cushions, and gee, they're fun to make, but they're nothing like the beauty of this. Now, it was a kit. I've started following the lady. Mary is her first name, and I'll link her below. But look, who specializes in ribbon work and dyes the velvet with her daughter. Like, look at that. Look at Brittany's work. I'm in awe. Like, that is ribbon. She goes, it was really quite hard. Well, I go, of course it's hard, because she was trying to stay focused on following my video. She stumbled upon me on YouTube by accident, because she was watching someone else, and you know when you're using your hands and it just moves on to the next person. And I said, oh my gosh, Brittany, see these pins, butterfly pins? Fleur and I use those in our collabs together. Well, Fleur buys them and I share them. And I just go, that is incredible. When Brittany presented it, this pin cushion was in this nest. And it's like a tulip. Look at the fluoro at the bottom. It's so snug. And she was thinking, I don't want to take up space in Kate's luggage. That there are other treasures that are so representative of Brittany. I feel like Brittany, and she tells me she's been creating in a similar way her whole life. So I'm not going to take any credit for any inspiration, but she loves what I love. And there's a pom-pom. She found this the other day when she arrived. It's a thimble with Wisconsin. So I don't look at things like that. And so that adds to my treasure. There's something in here. A little ribbon rose. And she said the color reminded me of marigolds, like in India. I mean, the fact that you out there remember those sorts of things and think of them. This is what Stitches and Stories is all about. I think it doesn't matter what we've made, what the project was. It's the joy of being together around the table. And gee, was it fun today. So it's been day 2. Have I told you that? Day 2, Saturday night, we actually had dinner as well as lunch. So it was a later finish, and we had some shopping time in there as well. Look at that tiny. This is what I can't do, the tiny. Did I show you the fringe yet? I mean, as I said, I kept looking at her work and thinking, oh, that is mine. Hang on, I just got to do something in here that you're not looking at. I mean, what the world needs now is more scissors with swans on them. Have you seen anything like that before? Maybe you have. I haven't. I can't get over that. Just swan scissors. Doesn't matter where they come from. They are there's no brand on them, so I can't share, but oh my gosh, what joy. Let's start a movement, everyone. Let's demand swan scissors. This is a little nest, as I've told you, in the curve of my hand. Look at these flowers. She said she ran out of time and she was worried about the top. I'm going to leave and that I can decorate it myself. I'm going to actually leave it in its pure blanket form with the fluoro stitching. There's how you make a nest, a round base. And isn't that quirky? Like, I've never thought of that, Brittany, but you have, and I love that. Some beautiful wool for felting, some sequins. Does she know me at all? Sequins on flower. Speaking of a flower, this one could go on my journal jacket. Could there be Saturday? Oh, can't quite get you. Could there be Saturday and a flower leading out? There might be. Because if I look down at that, every day is disco day, every day is sequins, every day is glorious. Sorry, it's not set up for me to do that, but these are the things and someone said, this is turning into your Wisconsin jacket. Yes, it is. And oh, that's right, Philippa and Jenny said, why, they were looking at my vest, and they said, we could start looking at vests and embellish. So you just learn by being together. Here's a little doily that Brittany dyed, and she said it just fits perfectly in the bottom of the nest. I have here in my hands just something that is the most incredibly thoughtful. Are you ready? Brittany knows me so well. Here is a swan, a brass swan. It's heavy. Colette, I'm thinking of you. That she's felted her own felt in there and said, Kate, maybe you could just keep one needle in it. So my needle is in the swan. And I've got my pin cushion for other things, but a needle, oh, I've gone crazy with that. A needle is in the swan. I can't tell you, like the swans that have come to me in material form, but most of all, every lady has been a swan. Like, no words, thank you. Just gratitude, humbled in disbelief. And I hope it's okay to share, because I think I needed to share. I can't keep this all to myself. Like, this generosity is beyond. Okay, I've got one more story to tell. Brittany's mum has been staying with her. Oh, sorry, here, Brittany's gift was wrapped in this vintage hanky that happens to have butterflies in the corner. There's another one as well, another vintage hanky. And let's not forget the pink swan that Nancy got me in Canada. So I'm not ever doing a swan song. And my beautiful person who sent me the white vintage pendant also gave me that. Love, love, love. Okay, the final thing is Brittany's mum came to join us for dinner, just to meet us around the table. And she had been out to the same antique place today, shopping, while Brittany was at our retreat. And she had a bag, and she took Brittany through the things that she had purchased for the day, which were all beautiful, all wonderful. We were all oohing and ahhing. And then she brought out this, get ready, Paris. I'm just warning you. Shannon, warning for you. She said, look, I got this beautiful vintage hand-painted hanky. And we were all going, ooh and ah, and ooh and ah. It's beautiful. And then I said, oh, what does that say up there? And it said St. Catherine's, which is beautiful. And we couldn't read what else it said. Then Brittany's mum said, oh, it said it's Canada. St. Catherine's, Canada. I swear, this is real. And I went, what? And I had a closer look. And then I had to share. Where was I staying on my first ever trip to Canada? In St. Catherine's. The store, Shannon's store, the post office was in Thorbold, but my hotel and the bigger area was St. Catherine's. So how can that be? And what's the story behind this? But how could it be that Brittany's mum, Brittany doesn't live in this state, went to the same antique store that I did with Kiki, and that she found this vintage hanky and was showing it without any idea of my backstory? So that is the miracle, that is the wonderment, that is the joy. This is, speaking of joy, thank you again, joy. I'm beyond joy. Well, you can't be beyond joy. Let's celebrate joy. Let us just go, gee, we women are good. I can openly confess, I've never given a gift in my life to someone that comes anywhere near what I have received today, yesterday, in Canada and in Australia. Like, it is beyond. All I can say is something's happening here. And I can't put words on it, but I am grateful, I am blessed, and I am determined that we women, when we need it, we have each other. We know. Laurie, yeah, I won't go into that. I've got so much to share. I hope you think it's okay I haven't shared stitching tonight, because look at that. And let's not go back. Let's not forget this piece. Oh. I'm not worried about luggage. I can't leave any of these behind. They all have to come with me in my suitcase. I've got enough room. And we are going to just celebrate the things that unite us rather than divide us. Okay, enough. Thank you so much for your patience in staying with me. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm certainly beyond words. But look at this. This is Kate in the Nest saying goodnight for tonight. And thank you. Bye.